Right. So today I'm going to be talking about the psychology of money. It's another book which I'm very fond of and has helped me shape my mindset as to understand ki money ki kya psychology hai. What are the things we need to keep in mind, and how do the rich become wealthy, the difference between everything. So the main concept of the entire book is it investigates how the money moves in the economy. Puri economy all over the world, the money is moving. तो कैसे move हो रहा है? And now कैसे हमारे personal biases plus emotional factors, how all of this they affect our financial decision, the way we spend and we receive money. It is all dependent on our emotional as well as personal biases. We will also be covering how to think more rationally and make better financial decisions. Right. So a lot of people, they might earn 1 lakh rupees, they go out and they spend 80,000 rupees. They look rich on the front. There's another person who earns 1 lakh rupees, they save 80% of it and they spend 20%. So now these people, they become wealthy. And we'll also be talking about the compounding effect, because now when you have that money, you can later pursue your dreams, maybe do the business which you start. So it's also the concept of long-term money as well as how money thinks. So who is this book for? Anyone who wants to read this book, this is a good book to start with as well. Any 20-year-old entrepreneur who just started their own business, needs perspective on new situations and money, this book is for them. Any 30-year-old person who feels like they might be behind with their finances, they want to get out of that situation, they want extra stream of income, again, you should go ahead and read that book. And also the 40-year-old parent who wants to deepen their knowledge to better help their family, definitely go ahead and read this book as well. So one of the very favorite quotes, I also personally like this quote as well. It's the money's greatest intrinsic value, and this can't be overstated, is the ability to give you control over your time. So again, मैंने Amazon FBA का business क्यों करा? Why only Amazon FBA? Why not private label? All of that depends, and it was conditioned around my, I wanted to control my time. मेरे को time को control करना था. I wanted to have more time for leisure. I wanted to have more time for my family. I wanted to have more time for new business ideas, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing a lot of hard work. I also wanted to do smart work. So I chose this Amazon FBA business model, partnering with popular brands. So money is a global asset that is universal. Kahin pe bhi jaoge, money talks. And when money talks, people listen. Right. And if you choose to adopt a few wealth building habits, and आप अपनी basically जो thought process हो वो shift करते हो, आपको भी financial independence मिल सकती है. Financial independence is again when your passive income is more than your monthly expenses. If you can reach that state, that is financial independence. So सबसे पहले इसको achieve करने के लिए what we have to do is we have to admit कि हमारा financial status है क्या, and how do we get from point A to point B. And the key learnings of this book is, एक तो luck and risk, they both play a significant role in our success. As in, in the financial background, both have a very important role to play. And जो success and failure है सिर्फ hard work and sound decisions पे नहीं है. Our circumstances also define the opportunities which are available to us. Every action you take also has unintentional ripple effect. So अगर आज आप कोई भी action ले रहे हो, understand कि आज आपने कर दिया, आप निकल गए, but every action will have a ripple effect on everything around, and it will all come back to you sooner or later. So it's very important for us, as always, to do good deeds, do right by everyone as well as ourselves, so that when we reach out for help, the world is there to help us. If we deceive people, if we backstab people, then again sooner or later you might get away with it now. Sooner or later it will come back to you, because, sorry, pardon my French, because karma is a bitch, right? So be careful and always do right, and be the actions which you take today are the seeds which you sow for tomorrow. So don't draw conclusions from extreme cases. because they're likely to be influenced by chance or risk and are difficult to duplicate. So example जैसे बिल गेट्स हो गया, तो at all times हमको extreme cases नहीं लेने, बिल गेट, जेफ बीजोस, मार्क जकरबर्ग, those are extreme cases. And yes, after a certain level you might want to go after them as well, in the sense that you might want to be certain people out here want to be on the top 100 list of the Forbes. So it all depends on your mindset. And it is critical to remember that things are never as nice or as horrible as we perceive them to be. So don't pass judgment on others, including yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself. If something didn't work out for you today, it is okay. Tomorrow will be better. Usually, in throughout our life, the bar goes, if we are consistent with our journey, it is usually the future is brighter always. So be calm, be there in the present, meditate, and then have a good outlook for the future as well. And there is no such thing as perfect, good or bad. There you have to believe in shades of gray. Know things when jab things are going really good, understand that you're not invincible. Be humble always, and that will help you in making better financial decisions. Just because you get a good paycheck today does not mean you can go ahead and spend it. That can also mean that you go ahead and invest that in your business. So know that you aren't a disaster agar things they are not going your way, you didn't get a certain opportunity which you were waiting for. It is okay, because you still get learnings out of it as well. So guys, again iske upar bhi ek book hai which is called The Compound Effect. So compounding has immense power. बहुत ताकत है कंपाउंडिंग में. एंड यूजुअली क्या होता है, अगर आप किसी भी एसेट को टाइम देते हो मेच्योर होने का, लाइक अ ट्री, you don't need high returns and you just need a steady stream of income. Steady stream आपको चाहिए जो आते रहे. So again, don't, यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे बंदे they make a lot of mistakes is वो कहते हैं risk, huge risk लेते हैं hoping कि best potential result मिलेंगे, right? So okay, there are saying go big or go home and all of those, but usually psychology of money strive for reasonable returns जो आप sustain कर सको throughout time. Steady stream of income, reasonable returns, ये हमें चाहिए so that we can build ourselves as success, right? So extreme cases को नहीं देखना, huge returns के ऊपर नहीं जाना, amazing profits के ऊपर. हमें चाहिए steady stream of income जो business हम maintain कर सकें, जिसके ऊपर depend कर सके, जिसको हम grow कर सकें, right? So extend your time horizon, get started as soon as feasible and let your money grow, right? Again, आज अगर हमें 1 करोड़ का बिजनेस करना है, हमें तो 1 करोड़ का कैपिटल नहीं चाहिए. अगर हमारे पास 10 लाख का भी कैपिटल है तो भी हम 1 करोड़ का बिजनेस कर सकते हैं. वो कैसे? इट इज थ्रू अ सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर. So inventory turnover is basically a simple fact as to how many turns can you give to your inventory in the prescribed year. कैश फ्लो पे हमेशा हमारी नजर होनी चाहिए, ऑलवेज अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि इतना हमारे पास अवेलेबल है फॉर परचेज, इतना अवेलेबल है फॉर रीसेलिंग. सो इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर इज 10 लाख की इन्वेंट्री अगर आप साल में 10 बार बेच देते हो, सो आपने सेल करी, आपने दोबारा इन्वेस्ट करा, दोबारा सेल करी, दोबारा इन्वेस्ट करा, तो इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर इज अ सिंपल रेशियो हाउ मेनी टाइम्स कैन यू रोटेट योर इन्वेंट्री इन द इंटायर ईयर. एंड आज के दिन पे आपकी जो इन्वेंट्री है ऑन दैट टर्नओवर कितने टाइम तक वो रहेगी, राइट? एवरीबडी हैज डिफरेंट फाइनेंशियल गोल्स. सबसे पहले अपने फाइनेंशियल गोल्स हमको पता होने चाहिए कि जब अगर हम बिजनेस में घुस रहे हैं तो हमको रिटर्न कितना चाहिए, राइट? हम कितना इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं देखी जाएगी, कर देते हैं, गुड, ऑलराइट, इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट टू टेक एक्शन, बट दूसरों को इंप्रेस करने के लिए हमें कुछ नहीं करना. हमें अपनी फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन देखनी है, अपने फाइनेंशियल गोल्स देखने हैं, एंड उस हिसाब से हमें इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करते रहना है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि इतना हमें रिटर्न चाहिए, इसके लिए इतना हमें इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, इतना हमारे पास अभी बजट है. So we have to plan the entire thing accordingly. It's an entire cycle. Know when you've had enough and understand that the most valuable use of money is to acquire control over your time and life and not to buy luxury items. So guys, this is a very important concept. If it's a necessity, if it's a need, definitely go ahead and buy it. But if you're just buying luxury items for something which you might not need, right? So be careful of those expenses, because you would rather have that money in your bank account or in your business giving you constant returns. Money का क्या है, अगर बैंक अकाउंट में पड़ा है, you feel confident, you feel healthy, you have control over your time and life. But if it's out there, if you buy expensive things, then which you do not need, again which you do not need, you lose certain time, control over your time and life. So the further key takeaways in very brief is getting wealthy does not mean staying wealthy. So both of them are separate concepts. Failure is normal. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, किसी से भी बात करो, किसी की भी टॉक सुने, उनका failure is normal. It is okay. It is part of your journey. Failure is not fatal. अगर आज आपको एक ब्रांड से सक्सेस नहीं मिला, it's okay. एक प्रोजेक्ट पे सक्सेस नहीं मिला, it's okay, because you understand, you learn new things, you implement, you're a different person on the other side, and now you will not make the same mistakes again, and you will continue and you become stronger, a more resilient entrepreneur who can face extra challenges, right? The freedom you will get once you're financially independent is invaluable. So you will have more control over your time, your resources, and you can spend it with your family and do things which you really like. So that freedom of independence is something जो मेरे को Amazon की FBA model ने दी. Also understand, money doesn't buy respect. It does not buy you respect. So it's there. So respect is again earned by the deeds we do and the actions we take. So less ego, less showing off leads to more savings and more control of everything which we have. Be reasonably sensible, keep a little room for changes in your decision. Don't be coldly rational. थोड़ा room होना चाहिए with the finances as well. ये नहीं कि सब कुछ डाल दिया. That is also good thinking as well. But again, I usually spend a lot on learning. I'm always learning, and new books, new trainings, and new seminars. I keep attending, and if you're investing, so when we learn something, we are investing. So that is a very, very good decision. Invest in yourself, invest in new learnings, invest in new business models, and everything slowly and steadily, it will take a compound effect. And if you can continue learning on a daily basis, sooner or later, you will start seeing a change in you, and your family will start seeing a change in you as well, as the people around. Your decisions, quality of decisions become better, your state of mind becomes better, and once everything become better, you become, financially you keep getting better and better. Everything is linked together, and it all starts with the mindset and understanding the psychology of money, understanding our own psychology of how we deal with money. And basic concepts है जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. Again, मैंने सारी books पढ़ी हैं. I spent, I've read 30 books in the last year, and I would say I'm a transformed person of what I was a year and a half back and what I am now. So continue learning, and it will help you, it will give you compound effects, because it's just the right thing to do if you invest in yourself, right? So don't be surprised when you see changes in yourself. It will happen, and all these changes will be for the better. You will be a better person, and financially and personally, in all aspects, you will see changes in yourself, and all for the better if you invest in the right things. Maybe we invest in learning, maybe we invest in a new book, maybe we invest in our health. So all of these are good investments. So nothing comes free. If you want financial freedom, you got to work for it, and you have to continue in the direction. Very important is, अगर हमने एक बार commitment कर दी, सलमान खान word, like फिर तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता. Very important here are the words which you speak. Never let your words go हल्के में. If you make a commitment, if you say something that you're going to do something, make sure you go through with it, because what it will do is it will subconsciously imprint in your mind कि यार ये कर सकता हूं मैं, and ऐसा चलता है. Again guys, this is not the right way to go. If you make commitments, make a commitment that you will be honest, make a commitment that you will work hard for yourself and for your family, for your health and for your finances, and you will see the results. Again, जो मैं last lesson का मैं बताना चाहता हूँ is, there's a difference between want and there is a difference between commit. Basically simple सी चीज है. जब मेरे को ये कॉन्सेप्ट समझ आया कि मतलब वांट और कमिट में डिफरेंस क्या है, मेरा आउटलुक चेंज हुआ. सो आई वांट यू टू ट्रूली फील अंदर से कि यार हम क्या डू वी वांट टू बी रिच और आर वी कमिटेड टू बीइंग रिच. If you can embed that formula in your mind, आपके एक्शन चेंज होंगे. I was there, I was playing video games the entire day, I wanted to be rich. I was there, I was eating junk food and I wanted good healthy body. So everyone out there, they want to be rich. They spend the entire day on social media and they want to be rich. They spend the entire day around negative people, around negative energy, and they want to be rich. They spend the entire day playing video games and they still want to be rich. But at the other end, there are people who are waking up at 5 a.m. There are people who are doing all of that. They're working on new ideas. They're spending 8 hours a day on work, and then they're spending time on their health, and they're doing meditation to keep their mind healthy. So they are three concepts: mind, body, soul. There is an individual who's concentrating on themselves. They're investing on reading half an hour of books on a daily basis instead of doing Instagram. तो बीच में मैंने भी देखा यार, मैं इंस्टाग्राम एक्स्ट्रा कर रहा था, मैंने ऐप डिलीट कर दी, मैंने बुक्स की ऐप किंडल अपने फर्स्ट पेज होम स्क्रीन पे ले आया. दैट एंटायर वीक इंस्टेड ऑफ इंस्टाग्राम टाइम मैंने बुक पढ़ी है, मेरी एक बुक खत्म होगी. सो दिस इज हाउ दीज आर ऑल्सो इन्वेस्टमेंट्स. इफ वी मेक दीज स्मॉल इन्वेस्टमेंट्स एंड स्मॉल चेंजेस ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, चॉइसेस हम चेंज कर देते हैं, दे हैव अ कंपाउंड इफेक्ट at the end of the month. Every day, if we commit on exercising, on going on their half an hour mandatory walk, at the end of the month, we feel fitter in the head and as well as the body, and that impacts how we think about money and also how we tackle situations. एक overall positive frame में रहना है, positive people के साथ associate करना है, and that is how we will proceed ahead, right? So most importantly, wealth is what you don't see. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. So बहुत सारे लोग show off में करते हैं. At one stage, maybe 10 years ago, I was in the same. So it's important, wealth is something which people don't see. It is something which you have. It is there at the back. You can face any challenges. That is what wealth is. A lot of millionaires out there, they want to pursue the rich lifestyle, might be living hand to mouth, but that is the difference between rich and being wealthy. We will always go for more wealth. All right, guys, so take care. It's been a great session. I will see all of you very soon. Bye bye.